Sports. We're at Watkins Glen tonight at the Go Mowing 74 at the Glen. In the booth with me tonight, this is K-Taddy, of course, but in the booth with me, I have P. Colligator. Say hello.
Hello.
Thank you for doing exactly what I asked. I wouldn't expect anything different. In-race reporters, we have the British fan favorite, Robbie Racing.
Hello, everybody.
The amount of people that are here to watch him is zero. The other in-race reporter with me is the guy that has the most fans in the league, yet has the worst finishes in the league, Travis Tyson. Say hello.
That's not true, but hello and good day.
Sorry. In 5 races, he's accumulated the amount of points I had after Talladega. So he's not doing too bad. Travis is going to be in the 0-2. Top 5 starting positions here tonight at the Glen. We have DK Brown starting on the pole with Country Caliber and Robbie Racing in 3rd. 4th place, we have Portal Guy, and 5th place, we have Tiller. Unfortunately, we're not going to have a high truck count tonight simply because the Summer Showdown race is happening, which, cool thing, 24 drivers in the Summer Showdown at Pocono. 15 of those drivers are associated with GC Sports, whether it be on our slider or custom side, as well as our iRacing side. We have a driver that from the iRacing side that's participating in that race, so that's pretty neat. Over to you, Picola. What are your keys to victory?
Keys to victory. Let's see, staying on the track, I would say, would be the key to victory. Going through the bus stop without spinning out or without getting a penalty if you cut the track. I would say those are probably the keys to the victory tonight.
So basically, don't make any mistakes. That is a pretty logical choice to say that would be the key to victory. Robbie, for you, what are the down there on track, what are you going to try to do to get from this 3rd starting position to try to get yourself a victory, if not some stage points?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is try not to get nailed on turn 1 at the beginning here. But after that, I'm just going to try and stay consistent and just run my own line, really, and just take my time.
So, at the end of the day, you're probably not going to win. Travis, over to you. What are you going to try to do to actually get a top out of the 15 drivers? What are you going to try to do to get a top 14?
Top 14? Well, I'm going to try to get a top 10, and the way to do that is just let everything sort out the first 2 laps, not use up the stuff, and then once we have more opportunities for passing, obviously make passes.
Hold on. I got a blue screen real quick. You can accept your invites there, Picola. And I'm off blue screen, so go ahead, Travis.
So just basically it's going to be taking the opportunities of passing, not making any mistakes, and hitting wisely, I guess would be the best way to put it.
This all makes sense. I like it. Well, good luck to both of you guys tonight, fella. Out there in YouTube land, we got Butters tuning in. He said, good evening, fellas. He's not talking to you yet, Travis, but I'm sure he will be by the end of this. Right, so we're getting ready to load in. Quick keys to this race. First off, Mike RPM enters the race as the points leader on Thursday night. However, him being one of the drivers in the Summer Showdown, he will be receiving points, last place points, so everybody will be getting 16th place finishing position, anybody that's in the Summer Showdown. However, because he's not here, including stage points, we should have a new points leader, as Robbie Racing is 1 point ahead of SMK Sludge for 2nd place, so both those guys should overtake Mike RPM. And on that note, we're going green. DK Brown leads him here early with Country Caliber, and looks like Portal Guy was able to get around Robbie Racing in that 0-0. So those are your top 4 right now. 5th place is the 15 of Tiller. Where he qualified is where he's running.
Looks like they made it through turn 1 safely, as Robbie was hoping for.
Yeah, Butters, that echo was right after I had blue screened. It causes an echo.
Got a horse tunnel through the bus stop.
All right. Well, if anybody's here looking for Chewy, there's him going nowhere, as the track itself decided to stop him. D. Smith in the 38. Yes, you're seeing him go from front to back real fast, as that's a lag issue here. We expect to see some lag issue, as that tends to happen because 704 Games absolutely is horrible at making sure they have a good enough lobby for everyone, not just their Summer Showdown drivers. But yeah, that's about how that goes. We seen this last night. Actually, the 13 truck led the majority of the race last night. The only lap that matters, though, is the last one in. The 13 truck was unable to do that. DK Brown here in the 13 on Thursdays is looking for his first victory of the season, but some pretty stout competition is there now on lap 2, and he is yet to pull away from Country Caliber Portal guy. Robbie, he's got a little bit of a gap on, but he's still holding in there tough in 4th position right now.
Yep, Country's all over him. Let's see, DK takes
13 misses the bus stop. 13 missed the bus stop. New leader is the 98 of Country Caliber, has taken the lead. Portal guy now trying to get below DK Brown as they go through the carousel.
And DK's been clearing.
Yeah, a 108.4, I believe, was the qualifying time for the pole that DK Brown set, and that was actually as fast as the fastest lap set last night in the race by, I think T-Bird had the fast lap last night. So these guys are setting a phenomenal pace. Per usual, Thursday night tends to have some really, really fast lap times. Right, yeah, that's about all I have to say to that.
All the fast guys on Thursday.
Yeah, well, I mean, except Taddy's not over there, but other than that, yeah, all the fast guys are here. As it looks like Portal Guy got really loose in turn 1 as he's now just about spun out, but he saves it. Robbie Racing now sitting in 3rd place, right there behind the 13 and DK Brown. I'm going to scroll through the trucks here. Yeah, so...
That Cat 6 cable, looks solid there. Don't see no lag out of him so far.
Yeah, we have, this might be the first time, we have a British and an Australian in one race.
Yeah, that's why I called him Marcos Ambrose, because he actually lives in the same town that Marcos Ambrose does. So it's worth fun.
Yeah. Hellraiser in the 88 has now missed the bus stop. The 38 still lagging like a sieve. Denkate, I just seen the 3 truck has now passed drivers. I just saw him pass like 2 drivers. So I should not have been talking about him. There's Jay Kelly. That's our Australian driver. SMK Sludge missed qualifying, started at the back of the pack. As I mentioned, he enters tonight's race 3rd in points, 1 point behind Robbie Racing. There's D. Smith with that horrendous lag. They're going to need...
Starting to break away.
Yeah, that number 1 truck, or the 98 truck, the number 1 position truck, though, he's got, looks like about a 1.5 lead over the 13 and the 00. But the 00 is all over the tail end of that 00. I mean, of the 13. Oh, Patton said 108.1 was fastest lap last night.
Yeah, I wasn't correct.
Hunty said he's got his big boy set up. Hunty, you don't have any big boy setups. Sorry, just had to throw that out there. Right, 13 DK Brown, Robbie Racing, he's right there behind him in 3rd. This is a pretty good battle on the track. Piccolo, if you see a better battle, let me know. But with this being 1st, 2nd place, I'm going to watch this one at the time being, as these guys are putting in some impressive laps. 9 live viewers out there in the YouTube land, thanks for tuning in. If you guys want to see a certain driver, or you got questions, comments, go ahead and get those out there. We're going to try to stay tuned in with you guys throughout this race. As Robbie Racing has now gotten himself into 2nd, as he's going to try to reel in that 98 of Country Caliber.
Yeah, it looks like Portal got about 15. I don't know if he was already ahead of him. But
no, he got loose.
Turn 1.
He got loose and spun in that turn 1. He was able to save it, but he got really, really loose and fell all the way back to, I think at the time, 6th, and now he's back up into 4th. So good run by him so far. The 26 machine, that Puddin will tell everyone that he's the absolute fastest man in the game on these road courses in that 26 truck. We've proven that time and time again to be false, but here on GC Sports we have no broadcast proof of that, as he is yet to make a race. Not only do we have the Australian, the Brit, we also have the only female in GC Sports on the console side, as iRacing has Kayla McCarthy, but we have Sammy Lunatic over here driving this number 10, sitting in 6th place right now, so pretty good run by her. Right behind her is the 21 of SMK Sludge. He started at the tail end of the field, so 15th, and he's moved himself up to 7th, so he's making his way through the field pretty good here in the early parts of Stage 1.
Is DB the best in this race tonight?
He is in the Summer Showdown race.
So we won't be confusing them two tonight. The 88 and 98. Two I can confuse.
Travis Tyson over here, fan favorite in the 0-2 machine. Seeing him driving all by himself, nobody in front of him or directly behind him. But he is actually ahead of someone, as I did see the 38 behind him somewhere back there.
I'm in ninth.
Wow, he's ahead of quite a few people for him. Denke ahead of Chewy here in the 20. Pretty good little battle going on here as they go through the S's. Who's in the 44? Blaney. Yeah, Blaney in the 44. Oh, Chewy got really loose entering the bus stop, misses the first part of it, but corrects it and gets around the 3 on the exit as the 3 went a little bit wide in the final corner of the S's. Then uses the grass in the carousel, also uses the outside edge of the carousel, and back down to the grass. So he's used every bit of the carousel all in one attempt there.
Sludge looking inside here in turn 1 on Sammy. Back out, give it to her.
I'm seeing a lot of these guys. I didn't see it quite so much last night, but most of these drivers are taking that turn 1 exit really, really wide. I don't know if they think there's more speed up there. I know that last night I was noticing the more you hit those rumble strips, or as Puddin calls them, the candy canes, the more you hit those, the worse your tires got, and later on in the race that could be a huge factor, as stage 3, that final stop, trying to save your tires the best you can, is going to be huge on fast pit stops.
I know me personally, I was going wide just to get a handle of the car. I'm like you, I prefer not to go that wide.
I didn't like going that wide either, actually. I'm just not really good at these road course things, so I just let the truck go wherever it wants. Right, so the 21 now has successfully passed the 10 truck. He has moved himself into 5th place, so Sludge, he's on a roll. He might be one of the fastest trucks out here as of now, but unfortunately, as far as stage 1... As far as stage 1 is concerned, Sludge is going to have a lot of work to do to try to get to these leaders and make a move there. But sitting in 5th place, or 6th place as we are right now, 5th as Robbie's on pit road, that is going to help him in stage 2 and stage 3 having vital track position. Yeah. Yep, you're not wrong. We're at 10 live viewers. Wow, we're hitting records here on Thursday night. Thank you, guys.
You're per car out there, or per truck, huh?
Yeah, we need 5 more.
Get there.
Like I said, it's going to be a hard night to get the viewers, as
I know about 2 of them
with the Summer Showdown.
So.
Well, yeah, but see, it's really weird though, Travis. A lot of people tune in on Thursdays to watch you, but they're not tuning in to like root you on. They're rooting you on to hit the wall. Like they're expecting me to tune over to your truck for about a half a second, and in that half a second, something to go wrong.
Right, just like real life NASCAR. You tune in to watch the wreck, right?
I mean, a few people do.
I know Taddy was definitely getting some fans by causing a couple last night.
I mean, definitely the beginning of stage 2 there, when I took it 3 wide, there was an issue. Back on track, we have Country Caliber taking off. Robbie Racing back here is on track. Robbie, what position did you come out of the pits in?
14th.
14th out of 15. That was subtitles when I told you the 14th. I know he's hard to understand, but he's right behind the Australian of Jay Kelly. And is that Travis up in front of you? No, I'm not sure who that was. Oh, the 44 of Blaney. Portal guy here. Tiller has gotten back around him for what is now 3rd place, but it looks like. Yeah, and it looks like Sludge is catching those two pretty quick, as I'm actually starting to see him on the screen. So I don't know what's in that 21 machine, but he is flying around this track, catching these guys and going around them. Starting in the back and working your way up through like that is not easy. I attempted to do it last night, and just being a road course and trying to find the right place to pass these guys is really hard, as they're trying to hit their marks so they don't mess up, and it's not an easy task. As looks like Portal guy is going to be going down pit road this time by.
Country's just steadily growing that lead little by little.
Plan out there said his dream is to be a pilot so he can play Flight Simulator. He keeps crashing, so he doesn't think that dream will come true. Oh, never mind. I took that wrong. His dream is to be a pilot. Because of that, he plays Flight Simulator and he keeps crashing, and he doesn't think that dream will come true. Plant, just put your mind to it, bud. You can always be a pilot at least one trip, even if you keep crashing.
Just look at Harrison Ford.
Scrolling through looking for a battle. I'm seeing a whole lot of no battles.
Yep, looks like Portal guys down pit road.
Yeah, I called it when he was going on pit road. Thanks for paying attention there, co-commentator. It's alright, you're doing great. Hey, Hunty, yeah, great minds think alike.
I think I got the 38 behind me, and I think he's lagging.
I don't think that he's lagging. I know that 38 is having lag issues. I mean, let's get over to that battle.
Oh, they're going to be side by side.
And they are side by side as 38 goes to the outside of the O2. I think that's where the 38 is. .38 right behind the 02 Travis Tyson as they go down the front stretch. Do we still have Country Caliber as the race leader right now? Yeah.
Yep. 6.
I'm gonna let you go, buddy. Just go.
Travis Tyson just pulling over like that was the leader coming by him or something. But there's not 5 laps to go, so that is not the leader trying to pass him.
Wow. That's only stage 3, Daddy.
Plant, I really appreciate your enthusiasm and commenting in the YouTube. You dropping your pizza, pulling it out of the oven. I don't know how many people care for that, but I really like pizza, and I feel like that's a waste.
If it was Hawaiian pizza, though, you just did the world a favor.
Portal guy back on track and going around Tiller, so I don't know how that worked out. He did pit and came right back out in front of Tiller and has gotten around him, but again, Tiller's still having to pit here.
We got Country on pit road.
Actually,
He's still out there.
do you know if Tiller has pit yet?
I do believe I saw him out there yet.
Okay, because it looks like they're ahead of Denkate, and no offense to Denkate, but I don't see him competing with these guys for position, so I'm assuming both these trucks have pit.
Travis just told us Dinkate is going to be a factor tonight.
Well, he was for about 2 laps, and well, hopefully he'll make some adjustments in stage 2.
Out there on YouTube, Hunty, I would absolutely love to turn on the ticker. If you want to see a ticker on GC Sports, you're going to have to tune in tomorrow night on the iRacing side, because the one thing that 704 Games promised us, you know, the ticker that goes across the top of your screen, yeah, they forgot to do that. Or actually, I apologize, they put it in there, it was broken, and then they just refused to fix it. Yet again, thank you 704 Games. Can't wait for Motorsport Games to come out with their new one next season. Yeah, and there's Robbie trying to get by him. Look out, Robbie. Chewy's his handling is not the best right now. Isn't?
Right,
oh, that was Chase Beatty. I was thinking, I'm like, didn't Chewy like say he's good at these road course things?
Pit road.
Plant out there is trying to make friends. So Butters, Hunty, the other 2 people out there commenting, Plant is looking for friends. If you guys could do that and become one of his very best friends, we'd really appreciate it. Back on track, we're seeing Robbie Racing trying to go to the outside of the 20 truck entering turn 1. That's a really hard place to make the pass, and really hoping and praying the guy on the inside is nice and brakes early for you. In this situation, Chewy did. He got down into the grass as soon as Robbie got by him, then he went wide. But yeah, good move there by the 20 truck of Chewy.
And DK finally comes down pit road.
The 74 just wrecked, trying to get off of pit road. That would be he gone. And
it's tough to get off pit road here, man.
yeah, you're not wrong. Actually, last night at the end of one of the stages, I got 7th. The stage that I wrecked on, you know, when that lap 1 stuff had happened, and I'm really glad the stage ended when it did, as I was just outside that time frame that they give you to finish the stage. And you know that final corner, that final right-hand corner, just before that, there's that like white deal that you can, if you get loose, you'll head on into it. I had just done that, smashed it head on. I was going to lose all my position. Ooh, the 88 of Hellraiser just did a cool 360 on screen and missed the bus stop, and will be serving a penalty. Anyways, right, so I head on smashed that thing. Yeah, it was cool, right? Did you see it on the YouTube
broadcast? Yeah.
Hunty said he cannot be your friend, Plant, as his friends list is full with 3 people. Sludge is now ahead of both Tiller and Portal guys, so that would put him in 4th place, I believe.
Tiller and Portal are still racing.
And actually, the 10 of Sammy Lunatic just coming off pit road is right behind Sludge, so she is now also past Portal guy and Tiller, who those 2 have been around each other the whole entire race, the 26 and the 15. And D. Smith is still having lag issues back here in front of the 74 of Hecon. Up front, second place, I believe, DK Brown, under fire by the 00 of Robbie Racing yet again. Can you guys give me, Robbie, if you get an opportunity when you cross the line, can you let me know how many laps are left? And he's past the line. Four. That's four. 4 laps remain in this stage. Sorry about that. You made me kind of say it like you do. Robbie racing to the inside of the 13. Is he going to get the run? No, the 13 goes wide. He's going to have the run off as they go into the S corners. Looks like he's not going to pull him, though, with a little bit of draft. The 00 is pulling back up to the 13. That tenor Ford F-150 of DK Brown getting ready to go into the bus stop. Robbie has a run, but is going to just follow instead of trying to make the move this early. Robbie gets a little bit of the grass and is going to lose time on the entrance. The 44 of Blaney makes contact with 13. 13 up way wide. 13 is going to be able to hold on to it, but Robbie Racing is able to get back by him, as now the 13 of DK Brown is going to try race his butt off to try to get back around Robbie Racing.
While all that happened, Tiller and Portal were able to get back around Sammy.
So that should be 5th and 6th, I believe. Well, Robbie's in 2nd, DK's in 3rd. Sludge is in 4th. Yeah. Robbie hits the wall. That's going to allow the 13 back into 2nd place. Robbie's going to have a lot of space to make up now if he plans on getting back to that 2nd position.
I did not hit the wall.
You just got so close that it looked like you hit the wall on our screen.
The number 3 was backwards on that turn and wasn't ghosted, and we did a head-on collision.
So you hit the wall, the moving wall. You hit Dencate.
Pretty much.
Roger. Portal guy back here, under fire by Tiller. Looks like the best battle on the track right now, even though there's a pretty big gap there. Sludge is coming up on, let me try to get on him as he's coming up to some lap trucks, as the leaders are coming to 2 to go right now. SMK Sludge is having to battle his way around the 88 of Hellraiser and the 3 of Dencate that Robbie had a hard time getting around. Plant has 1 tooth. Thank you for informing us of that as well. Man, I love this YouTube comment section here. Finding out how many teeth Plant has is always the most exciting part of our Thursdays. Over to you there, Picola.
Does it change every Thursday?
No, actually, he doesn't usually comment on Thursdays. He just tuned in this 1 week. And thank God he did, because it's now I know that he's trying to eat pizza that fell on the floor with his 1 tooth after flying a plane for his 1 and only time.
Learned a lot about plants so far,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Probably more than we needed to.
I believe the 98 of Country Caliber is going to be coming to the white flag of stage 1. And for subtitles, for what Robbie just said, he said, uh-huh. The 33 of Jake Kelly all over the place. Looks like he's about to spin out. Now, there are quite a few trucks a lap down here. So, Jake Kelly, this is going to be a battle within itself. As long as he hits his marks throughout this lap, he's going to get the lucky dog and be the driver of all of them that get their laps back. Butters, you can barely hear Gator because he's barely talking.
Barely.
Yeah. He's being like, never mind. I lost it. I forgot what I was going to say.
I'll turn it up.
No, I can hear you clear as day in my ear.
Turn it up.
Great. See what you've done, Butters? Now I have to listen to him loud in my head.
How's that?
Can you hear him now, Butters?
Can you hear me now? It'll take him a few minutes to type yes or no.
He put LOL.
10-4.
And He didn't even do 10-4 right. He did 10-4. You're supposed to do like 10-4. Thanks, Butters. And Country Caliber is going to be your Stage 1 winner, as DK Brown's going to get second. Robbie Racing in third. Portal Guy and Tiller, good battle here as they're going into one of the turns. Now they're getting ready to go into the final corner. Tiller all over the tail end of that 26. He's going to dive to the bottom. This is for 5th place as Sludge got 4th. Looks like Portal Guy is going to hold on and get a top 5 here in Stage 1.
Man, that was a good battle.
No, it's okay. We're all cool with you getting bullied, bud. Again, thanks, guys. We have 30 comments already after just Stage 1. I know that the Summer Showdown's going on right now, but you guys tuning in here and watching this race, it means a lot. Thanks for it, and that's kind of why we do the broadcast, is so that you guys have something to watch.
2 subscribers away from 100. If you're not subscribed,
Are we at 98 now?
help us out. Yes, sir. That's what it says.
Yeah, let's keep in mind, after we get to the 100 subscribers, there will be money races on both. One on console and one on iRacing.
2 chances to lose money, or to not make money.
Trying to post the stage results here. Alright, top 10 in that stage. Country Caliber, DK Brown, Robbie Racing, SMK Sludge, Portal Guy, Tiller, Sammy Lunatic, D Smith, Chewy, Hegon. One name I did not say that was aiming for a top 10 is Travis Tyson. As DK Brown has the desired position on the low side entering turn 1. Him and Country Caliber still side by side as they get through turn 1 and enter the S's. Country Caliber a little bit wider, as now Country has the inside as they enter this next corner, and then over to DK Brown having the desired position. Great job by those two. And here comes the 21 of SMK Sludge, who he was riding, again, started in the rear. He's now in second place, all over the tail end of that 13 truck.
Man,
Tiller
making moves. Look at him.
Tiller has also now taken third as he's passed Country Caliber. Portal Guy right behind Country Caliber. Robbie has fallen all the way to 6th place. Sludge looking to the inside of the 13 as they exit the carousel. That is now going to be the outside, but he did not have the run, so he's going to try to suck up here as they get ready to go into, I believe this to be turn 11, or turn 10.
Country all the way back to 4th.
Yeah,
Hey!
I in Stage 1, I meant to not take any tires, and had to take all 4.
Puddin has
First pit's safe.
tuned into YouTube. Thank you. And Plant said he could get 3 accounts on this YouTube, but because Hunty's not his friend, he feels like he's getting bullied. So thanks a lot, Hunty. Look what you've done. Sludge
And Honey
and
says, yes, Tattoo, 2 away from 100 is 98.
I thought, well, I only asked that because I thought we were at 97. Somebody else must have subscribed since we went live. That's all. That's why I'd asked that.
Man, Sludge is all over this 13.
Yeah, he's all over the tail end of him. I'm glad Puddin tuned in, just so the viewers at home know. Ooh, as I see DK Brown cut the bus stop there, he might have just missed it with the 21 all over him there. I haven't seen him skip prior to that, so I'm glad Puddin is tuned in. Big announcement for next season. Puddin will be the sponsor for our Custom Xfinity Series, so we got some money thrown in for the Custom Xfinity Series for the drivers that are able to advance and make it that far. We're not sure if it's going to be winner take all, top 3, or winner take all and the broadcasters get some money. So tune in next season as we figure out the fine details. But yes, Puddin will be the sponsor of the Custom Xfinity Series.
And didn't you also say Puddin was going to be sponsoring you with your PlayStation Plus membership?
Yeah, I would really like that. He did it this last year, and it was pretty amazing. I know that he can't get himself internet, but he's doing a really good job of making sure that the CEO has the internet.
Around.
74 around in turn 1. Everybody else makes it through clean.
Yep, Egon is gone. Well, he's ahead of, I believe that to be the 88 of Hellraiser. Looks like he's had some issues. Travis is right behind Robbie back here for 6th and 7th place, so good battle by those guys. I think last week they were around each other the whole time, too. Looks like...
I see Dinkade on pit road. I hope he hasn't lagged out.
I'm not seeing his truck move. It looks like he has lagged out. The 44
He may have
was...
heard some criticism and decided to quit.
Yeah, Denkate Not doing good here. Oh, the 88 of Hellraiser. Man, every time I click over to him, he's spinning circles. It's kind of cool. But yeah, the 88.
I'm glad that he's doing it, not me.
Yeah, the 88 is spun in the bus stop and is going to receive another penalty. Having a good little battle back here with Sammy Lunatic, Jay Kelly, and Chewy. Sammy Lunatic making a pass on our Australian buddy out there, who is also unsponsored here at this road course.
We might have 2 cards out of this race. I'm not sure.
No, the 44. The 44 had pit. I'll try to go check. I'm just scrolling through the field, seeing if anybody else is out of the race. Looks like the 88, after spinning there, he may have decided to call it a night. So you may be accurate there, Travis. Neither of these trucks are moving right now. Luckily for the 88.
13's in sight for you, Trav.
Yep. You've already surpassed my expectations of you getting 14th. So you're doing good here, bud. Up front, we still have a good little battle for the lead. As Sludge is still right there on the tail end of that 13 of DK Brown.
Puddin says, what do you mean? I guess he's referring to the PlayStation Plus membership, right?
What? I didn't hear what you said.
Puddin. He says he's down to sponsor you with the PlayStation Plus membership. Just hit him up.
Oh, right, I see where he said, what do you mean? I mean, I appreciate you sponsoring the CEO with a membership yearly. Really, really appreciate it. D. Smith's doesn't look like he's lagging quite as bad as he was earlier in the race. 12 live viewers now. We got 42 comments, 12 live viewers. Doing a pretty good job out here. Keep the comments coming, guys. Love having the conversation with you guys as well as watching the race. So, again, that's what we're here for. 13 and 21, man, they're bad. Ooh, 13 loose on the exit of the bus stop, going into the carousel. 21 to the outside. 13 is going to have the desired position. He's going to drift high. 21 with a crossover move, but that's going to put the 21 on the outside yet again for turn 10, as they are, yeah, this is a good battle right here between these two trucks, and man, are they flying. 13 has the desired position. 21 is going to try to do a crossover yet again. No, he's going to try to get to the inside. Oh, he's going to have to just roll back a little bit and just follow that 13 to DK Brown. But look behind him. Nobody is in sight. These two trucks are flying.
I don't see anything back there.
Right. That's what I meant.
He's just now crossing the start finish line.
Ooh, 21 gets into the back of the 13 on the exit of turn 1, sends the 13 out wide, but he's been taking it pretty wide anyway, so it doesn't affect him too bad as he's able to still get down in front of that 21.
Robbie Racing making a pass on Travis Tyson. Good luck, Robbie.
How did Travis get around Robbie?
Robbie hit the wall earlier.
Oh. Did you actually hit the wall that time, Robbie?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, I like it. 15 and 26, yet again. They're not real close to each other this time, quite as close, but they're only about a second away from each other.
Trav Puddin says the Concrete King in the house. Shout out to you.
I think he was talking about, no offense, Denkate, but with Denkate off of track, he's joined the YouTube land. Denkate said he'd gotten into Sammy Lunatic and felt bad about it, so he backed out, making sure that Sammy got her position back. He feels like he made contact with a bunch of trucks. He felt like he was holding his line, and he doesn't think they're going to think the same thing, so he respectfully backed out. Man, it's still...
I'm just going to throw this out here as an in-race reporter. I think everybody's starting to save right now.
This is a saving stage, yep. I did not do the saving last night, and I got 7th. Those that saved, like the 13 truck, was flying. That might also be why the 13 and the 21 are so significantly far ahead of everyone else. They're battling hard. There's no saving between these two trucks right now. 21 has been doing absolutely everything he can lap after lap to try to get ahead of that 13 unsuccessfully.
And if we know anything about that 21, we know he's not saving.
Yeah, the 21 will not save. Promise you. Also, he is not a fan of those that do save, as they are catching the 44 of Blaney, who last time the 13 went to lap the 44, contact was made and it messed the 13 up bad. And 44 seems to be holding his line right now. Man, you've got to realize when the leaders are behind you, you know, at this point, you got to battle for the lead. There's no battle for you for position in front or behind directly. At some point, you got to know to just kind of give way to these guys. As right, that hasn't happened yet. But DK Brown trying to get to the inside in this bus stop did not happen. 44 Blaney does go high here in the carousel. Looks like he's going to let these guys go. Good move there by the 44. This is actually, you know, road courses are a very hard track to be able to pull over and get out of the way of the leaders without messing up your own lap or own rhythm, as road courses are really, really big on the rhythm.
And, you know, you might have it in your head that I'm going to get through this turn, let him by, and they might be thinking, well, he's just not going to let me by.
And so they power move you out of the way after the first turn. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, in fairness, though, on that one, that was almost, that was 3/4 of the track that the 44 stayed in front. Turn 1, they caught him. He ran his line through there. The S is the bus stop, finally getting to the carousel before he was able to pull over. But Dean Cook out there on YouTube, thanks for tuning in. The 44 just wrecked right behind the 21. He went wide on the exit of turn 1 and caught that barrier trying to get back down on the track. He says he's still cleaning his front grill for Monday.
Coach for pig.
Gotta love it. Ooh, 21 misses the bus stop. I believe that's going to be a course penalty. No, it's not a course penalty. He's still going, but he just lost a lot of time to the race leader. As the race leader is now coming up on the Australian buddy, Jay Kelly. Country Caliber back here in third. Robbie has passed Portal Guy, trying to catch the 15 and Tiller for, I believe that to be 4th place.
So, Sludge and DK are not hooked up together.
Yeah, I called it on air yet again. Thanks for paying attention there, co-commentator.
I guess I missed it.
Sludge missed the bus stop.
Okay.
He didn't get a penalty, but he was really loose about to spin out, so he kind of had to like lift it and let them go.
Man, that's a big gap. How many laps we got to go there in race reporter? You know, get a chance.
Six laps to go. So the leader will be coming around to take 5.
Is he right behind you?
He's about half. He's going through the carousel.
Stage 2, not stage 3. It's too soon for the 5-lap thing to take effect. Now Travis is actually having a pretty good run up there. Solidly in the top 10 right now.
Trying to keep it there.
Keep it on the track. That was my keys to success for you.
Chewy said he lost connection.
Oh no. Top 12 for Trav.
Butter said to look at our subscribers. I don't know how I feel about that. Slightly nervous. 101 subscribers. We have reached the mark. I like it. So apparently Butters has 9 accounts and went on there, or 3 of them at least, and has decided to get there. So yeah, definitely be tuning in here within the next week or so, as we will be having a money race for the console side. We're going to do a slider probably at Talladega. The way that we're going to do it on the console side is we are going to allow the top 10 drivers from every night of the week to be able to race in this winner take all. This is going to be for $20 PSN card, and winner take all top 10. Some drivers have 2 eligibilities, you know, because you race slider and customs. It'll take place on a weekend, and it'll be winner take all, right? And then on the, I believe on the iRacing side, they're also going to do Talladega, but every driver on the iRace is going to be eligible to race in that money race.
Awesome. I think I can make that. I was worried if it was set up by points.
So Blaney is wrecked. That's bad time for me to be getting onto his screen, but that 44 truck is not moving, but it is nosed into the wall. I'm trying to get over to D. Smith as Plant wants to see a little D. Smith on the screen.
We need some D. Smith in our life here.
Yeah, he needs a little more power. Also, I want to throw that out there. Puddin is sponsoring part of that money race. Him and I are both throwing in $20 for those money races, so that is where it's a $20 per race. One for the console and one for the iRacing side, so big shout out to Puddin on that. He's supposed to be the broadcast admin. He can't do his job there without the internet, so he's going to do his financial aspect of it and help the league outgrow there. So thanks, buddy.
Sledge just put in.
Sledge was not saving, as expected. 13 at DK Brown is in the lead here in the 13. I expect this to hurt Sledge really bad, and I also expect the chat to blow up really bad here in just a few laps. So the leader should be at 3 to go.
I think the leader just took 2 to go.
Okay, so Sledge got on pit road. With coming to 3 to go, Sledge got on pit road. Hunty said that the 44 Blaney was talking to the officials, and that's why he was nosed up to the wall like that. For his sake, I'm hoping that to be true. We actually seen last night here.
He's gone. He's pitting.
Who is? He's gone. The 74.
And Tiller, it looks like also.
Can you check on pit road and let me know for sure on that, Piccolo?
Yep. Tiller's on pit road, and he gone.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna have to pay attention and see if they pit at the end of the stage. As we all know, you are not allowed to pit with 2 to go, and DK Brown is actually also pitting right now from the lead. Isn't that?
He was getting ready to take 2 to go, and he just came in the pit.
Oh, wait, so this is coming to 2 to go, so there is no penalty yet. Okay, I apologize. You had said last time that he'd already taken 2 to go. That's why I was wondering. So there's 0 penalties out there right now.
Country stays out, so he's going for it. Which we thought, having that big of a gap from the top 2.
Yeah, we assumed that's kind of where that was going. Now keep in mind, guys, the new rule here at GC Sports, on the console side at least, you are not allowed to save more than 5 laps per stage. However, you only had to save 2 laps in this stage to be able to make it all the way. So this is, by rule, completely fine what Country Caliber is doing in this 98.
And really, I think it was only a lap and a half, because if you could hit 0 at the bus stop there, you'll make it around to the start-finish line.
Sledge just passed me. He's in 5th. I'm in 6th.
Robbie, are you in 2nd, yeah?
Yeah. Yep.
And so his response was, yeah, yep, just so you guys all know. Sammy Lunatic be in 3rd? Is that accurate?
No.
Okay, so Sammy Lunatic a lap down. Portal Guy would be in 3rd then. Yep.
DK Brown's in 4th.
DK Brown up to 4th place.
Was able to pit, still maintain 4th.
I mean, him and Sledge had a huge gap over the rest of the field, so that does not surprise me. Hunty says 5 laps is hard to save anywhere. You're not wrong, but in stage 3 here with no cautions, it's actually really, not necessarily here at a road course, but on console, being able to save 5 laps in the 3rd stage is not that hard to do when you already have to pit like 2 to 3 times. So you just back down, save 1 lap and a half to 2 laps per set, and you're able to save 5 laps pretty easy. So that's why that rule came into play, so that in stage 3 these drivers start racing instead of just going in fuel save mode right on lap 1 of stage 3. No offense, Piccolo.
Talking to me?
I mean, you are Picola, and I said no offense. But right, continuing on, Country Caliber going into the final corner now, as he's going to take the green and white checkered flag, as he's going to be the stage winner for stage 2. He showed a lot of speed in stage 1. Had that little. Wait, did he win stage 1? I don't remember at this point. I'm already forgetting everything. Country Caliber did win stage 1, so he's now swept the 2 stages. So he showed in stage 1 without saving he had the raw speed to win a stage. This time he decided to back it up, get stage 2. He's going to enter stage 3 in the lead. The 2 trucks that seem to be the best competition for him, the 13 and the 21, are going to be starting 4th and 5th respectively. So you're going to have the 00 and the 26 between them. But Robbie's been running top 5 all night as well, and the 26 of Portal Guy doesn't seem to have the speed, but he has been up there. Travis, down there, to you, how's the truck feeling, and do you have a top 5 out of that thing?
I just missed it, but I finished 6th. That's my highest stage finish.
No, I meant, do you have a top 5? Like, you think you can get a top 5?
It's possible. We'll have to see how it plays out.
So even the driver does not think he's going to get a top 5, but he's fighting hard for that. I'm just messing with you. Stage 2 results: Country Caliber, Robbie Racing, Portal Guy, DK Brown, Sludge, Travis Tyson, D. Smith, Tiller, Hegon, and Jay Kelly. I don't know if I mentioned it, but we're talking about the drivers that are backing out of this race. We watched this happen last night. Even if you're having a hard time on this track, sticking around and making it to the end will result in a good finish, as a lot of drivers tend to back. Yeah, a lot of drivers tend to back out of these races once they realize they don't have a chance. They're not having fun because it's a road course. Anyways, back to Green Flag Racing, stage 3. 98 of Country Caliber is out to an early lead. Robbie Racing in second, holding up the rest of the field as the 13 and the 21 are trying to get around him. I'm just kidding, Robbie. Of course, you've had a fast truck all night in that 00. I like the way that truck looks, by the way. Travis talking to the voices in his head, I believe, as the 21 and the 13 nose to tail yet again. This is for 3rd place, though, not the race lead this time, as everybody's going to have to figure out where they want to be in line and go catch that 98 before he gets too far away. Right now, it looks like the best bet at that is the 00 of Robbie Racing, as he has not lost any ground since the exit of turn 1. He had lost a little bit, but now he's catching right back up to that 98 of Country Caliber. Yet again, Country Caliber looking for the sweep of the race. He did not get the pole, but he does seem to have one of the fastest trucks, as he's won stage 1 and stage 2 in that Ford F-150.
And the 21 just made a power move there on 13, coming off of the last turn there. Looking strong. Then he goes wide, right as I say that.
Yeah, he got a little loose after he went wide. 213 back to the inside. This is for 3rd place. DK Brown gets the position. His Portal Guy now showing some speed out of that 26 Luna Chevrolet, as he's right there in the battle with these two. However, those two racing each other and being side by side probably slowed him up a little bit. But up front, we have Robbie Racing is closing that gap on the 98 truck, and he's closing it quickly. Plant, you're not wrong. I do only like the double. I run it not because Robbie's doing a good job or it looks good, just because it's my truck. Thank you, Plant, for getting me in trouble with the in-race reporter. On a positive note, he's too focused on trying to pass this leader that he's not going to yell at me right now. So it was actually really good timing, Plant. I'm proud of you. This looks... thanks, bud. Dang it. This seems to be the closest we've seen the top 5 in whole throughout the whole race. Stage 1, we had the top 4 pretty close to each other. This time we have 5 as Sludge has joined the party, and Portal Guy's not really falling off this time. So this is a pretty good run. As I say that, I just seen Portal Guy spin out in the S-curves. Yep.
Yeah,
Talk about Jinx.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not doing good here. I mean, we're doing good. The people we talk about, not so much. On that note,
not on my good list right now.
Since we're talking about people and they keep wrecking, why don't we do a lap around on our GC Sports Rev It Up with the 02 of Travis Tyson. Oh, and there's contact with him in the 26 as we go there. But let's crank her up now. Sorry to cut that away so quick, folks, but the 00 of Robbie Racing has become the new race leader here at the Go Mowing 74 at the Watkins Glen. Francis Smith out there in YouTube land, thanks for tuning in. We're at 12 live viewers. Plant, nah, I think it's a good looking truck, just calling out Taddy because he don't really like it. He only said it looks good because he's forced to race it. Not forced to race it, I got first pick of all the vehicles, and that's the truck I picked was the 00. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much, Plant. I don't know what Puddin was trying to say when he said I've the 26 and 00. Oh, he added love after. Yeah, I mean, I'm not so sure with the name Puddin you could go through life without drinking.
That 00 is red.
That is an orange and black truck, you colorblind co-commentator.
It's red-orange. That's a real color.
Yeah, still orange. Planet said we did half a lap, so yeah, that's about a regular lap on any other track. You're not wrong there. Out there to you guys, was that loud enough on that lap around with the rev it up, or do you guys need more volume on that next time?
I mean, I heard it.
Well, you're kind of like in the chat with me, so that that makes sense. I'm trying to see how it portrayed on the YouTube, but thank you.
Too bad you can't do in-car when you do a ride around.
Plant said, and oh, so you had first pick. I see favorites here. Well, it was first come, first serve, and being the CEO, aka, you know, the guy that kind of come up with the idea, yeah, that would give me first pick because I was kind of like, you know, the first one here. Thanks for noticing, though, Plant. How many laps remain?
Are they going to spin over?
Either one of you guys?
Yeah,
Did you say 30?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Holy
30
cow,
laps
y'all
remain.
only went 5 laps so far.
It's stage 3, it's trucks. These take a little bit, bud.
The worst to be cup winners.
No, I mean, it usually takes, the races usually end around 8:30. Hey, Butter's out there, tuning in again.
Well,
He said,
I'm in ninth.
well, he was saying hell yeah to,
recliner.
yeah, he was saying hell yeah to, Picola getting fired for saying that the truck was red. Although, Puddin kind of like doesn't own your vehicles anymore. He's not a team captain and you're not driving for him, so I don't know how he's going to fire you. But I do know that on track right now, Sludge is going to the outside of the 98 of Country Caliber looking for second places. Both of the 98 and the 21, as well as the 13 of DK Brown, have now all started to catch that 00 of Robbie Racing. I don't know if he's kicked it into Robbie gear or he just didn't realize he didn't have that big of a lead, but these guys are catching.
Has spun. Something, I think Tiller and he's got together, and now we have Sammy and Portal racing side by side in turn 1.
Yes, they are. And Portal Guy gets around Sammy. I got to. 10 and 74.
Oh boy.
Not doing good here. They're mad at each other.
Okay.
The 0-2 about to get into that. This could be fun. Could they go 3 wide entering the bus stop? Will Travis push the issue?
I don't think
Bet
so.
you won't.
No cojones.
It's go time.
10-02.
she
Contact.
just hit me hard.
Contact is made. The 0-2 and the 74. That's grass cutting. 1 lap. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was say I couldn't help that.
I did not.
Doored.
I did not see you get forced. I didn't see it happen. Gonna get back onto the leaders. Don't know what happened with the
Go
21.
back up front.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm recording.
I also seen it. It was streamed directly onto the YouTube there for GC Sports. The whole world just seen what happened, and we all seen you cut the grass like no tomorrow for no reason. The 10 clearly never touched you. Don't know what happened to Sludge, but he's fallen back a little bit. I'm just messing with you, Travis. Plant said that the 00 is sunset red, so apparently they're still over there on the conversation of just what color the 00 is that we had 12 minutes ago. Thanks for keeping that going, guys. Puddin is now firing Plant. I don't know what he's firing him from either, but yeah, Puddin's on a roll. 13 people in the world of GC Sports. You are correct, Hunty. As again, I'm surprised to have so many live on the night that the Summer Showdown's happening. Again, we have 15 of the 24 drivers are GC Sports affiliated, but that means a lot to see so many drivers watching this. As quite frankly, I'd want to watch this too. It's really some good racing going on here. We lost one as I was talking about it. That's cool.
Who'd we lose?
I don't know.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, we lost a viewer. Yeah.
Serves you right.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
Sammy just spun herself out.
I don't know if in the I don't know. I did too. That's what I was like. What you talking about there, bud? But I don't know if that's any better. I don't know as in race reporter being in the broadcast, we should maybe being like cheering for somebody spilling. But I do know the 98 may have not used any tires on the track at all in the bus stop through that time, as he's trying to gain ground on this 00 of Robbie Racing. Plant, it's not our fault that you are colorblind. But I don't know why you said color-blinded. It's just colorblind. You don't need the extra ed. Robbie Racing having a good race out here in this orange and black 00 Chevy Silverado.
Come on, sunset red.
Right? It's the prettier colors than the burnt orange.
26 of Portal Guy, I believe to be not around anybody. I believe that because there's nobody.
You about died.
Well, you'd seen him spin earlier. The 33 and the 10 battling behind Tiller. Tiller not having fun as he's actually behind. Yes, that is for position. The 02 is in front of the 15. He gone back here has been having a rough time this stage 3. As is he right in front of you? Is that 74 in front of you there?
Yep.
Travis?
Yes. You start saying it like Robbie.
Plant now also thinks that the 98 is morning red, and that's silver and yellow. So there's your argument, Piccola.
Yeah, come on, Plant. What the hell? Come on.
Plant's probably been eating a certain plant, and he's losing his color focus.
He's talking about the other paint scheme.
I'm thinking that Plant is over there with Puddin, partaking in some adult beverage drinking.
Definitely.
D. Smith on pit road. There's our first taker.
Kind of early.
How many laps to go?
I mean, it's really right. So you can't save the fuel. So after the end of the race, your final stop has to be. It's kind of short. You know, you don't have to go the full way. You kind of just like you only have what 6 laps, 7 laps, I believe, after you pit. So he may have just instead of doing it at the end, he's doing that now, kind of break it up.
25 to go on my end.
That ain't bad. You get a run of 12 and run of 13.
Right. And you get 14 to the tank, I believe.
Yep. But it turns over right away.
Oh, right. So you get 13. So as long as you're within the 26, you're within your window of only having to pit one more time. Plant said he's just being awkward. We have noticed. Thanks a lot, Plant. Look, we had 13 viewers, and then you started talking about colors, and now we're down to 9. Let's see. Just scrolling through the field, guys, repeatedly looking for a battle on track, hoping one pops up. Looks like right now the 2 closest trucks are the 02 and the 15. 15 and Tiller has shown some good speed as he's been in the top 5 all night. He seems to be a little bit loose here in stage 3 as he's had a few incidents, but he is now all over the tail end of that 02. He goes wide in turn 11, unable to make the pass. Maybe he's going to try to make one as they go down into turn 1. And yep, hard on the brakes, both machines. 02 got on the brakes a little early for being on the outside, basically gave way to the 15, didn't want any contact there. So Tiller now takes, what's that position, number 6? 7th place.
He's in 7th.
So Travis back to 8th place. Still a good run for these guys as we had 15 drivers start. We had 4 retire from the race, so we still have 11 drivers. So at this point in time, you cannot back out and still get a top 10. So Travis must continue to race. I'm starting to see some lag on my screen. I believe that to be not actually happening on the track, as I'm seeing the 15 and the 33 lag. Is that accurate, Travis? Is that just my screen, not yours?
Yeah, well, the 15 should not be lagging, but the 33 does have lag issues.
Oh man, he just got that new cord too.
Man.
Dang it, it didn't even work.
It's better than what I've seen him run as far as lag goes, but it's still there.
Sludge on pit road here in that 21 machine. Plant said that's what he's here for, is to kill the vibe at the party. That's what he does. That's why he doesn't get invites. This all makes sense. Glad we invited you out here. But we are back up to 11 viewers. The moment you went kind of like chat silent there for a minute, we got 2 more viewers. Hopefully we don't lose them because you commented again. Just kidding, Plant. We love you, bud. Thanks for tuning in this whole race. Looks like Robbie is going to pit. I think he lost a lot of time entering pit road there. Looks like he caught the grass in the final turn. Country Caliber.
He was in the lead, right?
Yeah, he was, but he caught the grass. You could see the grass flying on turn 11, and Country Caliber took it wide and then shot in and kind of locked the brakes. I believe the 98 gained a lot of ground there entering pit road. Possibly a second, maybe even 2 full seconds there on entrance. And DK Brown also, 3rd place, is in pit road. Portal Guy, 15, a Tiller. Looks like the whole rest of the field will be pitting this time by. Sludge out here making moves. The 10 hard into the grass, letting Sledge go around. I'm assuming her to be pitting this time, and sure enough, she does. 33, a Jake Kelly on pit road. Chewy still on pit road. This is the longest pit stop ever, as he's been there for approximately 42 laps. He gone on pit road. Travis now on pit road.
Half in place right now.
Yeah, for everyone but Sludge.
Ooh, 13 comes out. Close to Sludge there. How far back are they from? They're not too far out, but shoot, I don't know. Haven't been doing this too long. What did you say that is? About 3-second gap from
I don't know.
Country to that next group.
Piccolo, I'm just going to say yep, I don't really know.
I hear you, buddy. Trav nailed it last night, or within 2 seconds.
Yep.
I mean, in fairness, he was also watching my stream that had the exact distance.
Oh,
No, I was
man.
not watching your stream. I was watching my television and going through everything.
I wasn't trying to throw him under the bus or anything.
No, just in front of it.
Exactly. How many laps you got to go there? Probably about 20, 19, 20.
I'll tell you here in a minute. I just took 21 to go, so Robbie will be coming to take 20 to go.
We won't be hearing from Robbie since he's in the lead.
Yep. He's focused.
How many laps did you say?
20.
21,
Robbie's coming to
and
20.
right now Robbie's going to be coming to take 20 right now.
What position are you in, Trav?
8th.
Everybody's kind of separated, just, you know, running where they... We're running before the pit stops, it looks like.
Pretty much.
Just seen the 00, cutting a little bit of grass there. That's illegal, by the way. You might need to clean out your front grill as it might be dirty now and collecting a little bit too much heat. But the 98 did not gain a whole lot of ground there on the 00 in the pit road. And yeah, I would say that's probably about 2.5 seconds he's got of a lead over the 98 at Country Caliber.
So that pit road entry wasn't too bad.
Well, I think he had like 4.5, 5 second lead prior.
Oh, okay.
Which would also mean, yeah, that's a pretty bad entrance.
Robbie can't catch a break.
I mean, he's doing really good. It looks like he's overcoming it regardless. I don't believe the 98 to be catching the 00. I think that Robbie is faster. I just think that he made up that ground on the pit road entrance. So, with that said, Robbie now knows what he's doing is a mistake. It's entering pit road. Let's try not doing that mistake again. But yeah, this is pretty good running out here. These top drivers are doing a great job, and honestly, the whole field is. We've seen a little bit of accidents with people getting spin and a little bit of contact here and there, but quite frankly, it's expected at these road courses. We've had a few issues of people cutting the track. It looks like the 10 of Sammy Lunatic is now out of the race as well. I see no motion out of that number 10 Chevy. So that would leave
another DNF.
That would leave only 10 drivers on the track. So no matter what Travis does now, he will get a top 10.
Man, what were the odds on that coming into this race?
Pretty good, actually.
Plant says he can't wait to see these guys try and cut the grass in iRacing. Good luck. I don't know how many of these drivers plan on going to iRacing.
I'll try it though.
Not anytime soon.
Jay Kelly out here, I believe this to be, he's been signed up for the custom trucks all season, but I believe this is his first one he's actually shown up to, and so his first race here, he's going to get a top 10 finish in that 33 as he cut that turn 10 as much as you possibly can. I think his left sides were touching the wall, and he cut turn 11 the exact same way as his right side was then touching the wall.
You didn't see it.
I'm still seeing a lot of lag out of the 33 and the 38. Looks like they're running in the back 9th and 10th possibly. I don't know as if Hegon's on the lead lap. 38 doing a little bicycling as his right side tires lift up off the ground.
He's having
Plant, you know who Nuka is? That's Owen Bridges. The Pocono race for the Summer Showdown just finished, and Nuka Bob Quantum came in 5th place. Good showing by him. Actually, that's really good. That was actually his first ever time.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's his first ever time in the Summer Showdown. He's been with what was Giggity since season 3, I believe, and then he was one of the guys with Cringe, and then now over here at GC Sports. So he's been with us for a long time, about a year and a half. So congratulations to Owen Bridges, aka Nuka Bob Quantum. You actually, Plant, you would know him as Hubob. Used to be his gamer tag before he switched it to Nuka Bob. Watching this gap between the 00 and the 98. The 98 may actually be catching. It looks like now that's down to about 2 seconds. Can't really tell.
That's about the gap between 3rd and 4th there too, between Sleds and DK. Sleds in 3rd.
Robbie, if you get a second, is that about accurate? Is that about 2 seconds? Robbie did not get a second. So, carrying on.
It was.
It was what? Oh, just
Down to
carry on.
1.4 now.
Oh. Hey, look at that. Brinkerhoff out there said he's got us on the big screen and commenting on his phone. So technically, he's 2 viewers. Really appreciate it. Puddin said he's being a tryhard. Puddin said, might be, I don't really know PSN gamer tags like that anymore. Plant, you don't really even know your own name half the time. Thank you for tuning in, though, Brinkerhoff. Appreciate it. I don't know how I feel about you being 2 of our viewers all at once, though. I'm just kidding.
I'm 2 of them also.
Nah, I got a smart TV too, where you can shoot it from your phone up to your TV, you know, and that still only counts as 1 viewer. It doesn't count as 2. Yeah.
Unless you're doing 2 accounts.
Unless you're doing 2 accounts, you're not wrong.
Jose Protege in here. Who's leading? That'd be Robbie.
The 00 of Robbie Racing.
Race reporter.
Yeah. That was pretty cool last night. We had that for a while. You and I were the in-race reporters. We were running P1 and P2. We didn't get to see that tonight of our in-race reporters, but it was pretty cool last night that it happened.
We got up to 4th and 5th at one point. So
that was pretty cool. We did see you guys right next to each other on track, yeah. Sludge is 3rd place. He's ahead of the 13th.
I hate to say it, but you're going to see me and him side by side again here in about 5 laps.
Is there? Are we at about 5 laps to go? Are we getting close to that yet? As the leader's getting ready to pass the O2.
We're getting close to 15 to go.
Oh.
13 is around out of the carousel in 4th place. Man.
Oh man, was that all by himself?
Yep. From what I saw.
Unfortunate events. Did anybody get by him? Do you know?
Nope. He's still 4th, man.
So there's a pretty big gap between him and 5th.
He's not winning this race though.
Country Caliber is closing in on that 00. Looks like they're at about a 2nd maybe now. Butters, are you there? Brinkerhoff's looking for you, Butters. The 10 backed out apparently because of Jay Kelly's lag issue. Apparently the 10 was wrecked a few times because of the lag. That's really unfortunate.
On both ends, right? So he's working hard to get his lag fixed.
Pretty much that entire group that was in that party has lagged out except for Denkate. No, Denkate's left too. So that entire party is lagged out.
DK was with him, yeah?
Yep. No, I think he was.
Yeah, he was with him at one point.
He wasn't at the start of the race.
D. Smith back on pit road. This should be his final stop. He was the first driver to go on pit road that last time, so I'm assuming we're within 13 to go.
Yes.
Butters, wake up.
Butters is passed out with a bowl of popcorn on his chest. Don't know what happened to Country, but looks like he's lost a lot of time here to Robbie. Must have been a bad exit of a corner. The 98 might be getting loose.
Should be coming up on lap traffic here really soon.
Yeah, it looks like the 98's starting to get really loose out there. Expect him to be coming to pit road. Not this time, but I would expect probably one more lap before he comes to pit road. But with all this time that he lost, it might behoove him to come down pit road this time. I'm not sure, though.
Be what?
Be who?
Behoove. It's an old English word.
Yeah. I was trying to use a Robbie word.
Word of the day.
I was using
a Teddy.
Yeah, and the 98 is coming to pit road. And the 98 hits the barrels trying to get to pit road.
That's a really good sign.
Yeah, I was talking about bad pit entrances, and that one may have just taken the cake.
That's that commentator curse.
Yep. See, everybody else, including the YouTube land, has heard of behoove there, Piccola. So that's just your one word of the day for you. I'm trying to look, where is Sludge? Did he come down pit road? Nope, he is on the track. I didn't see him in the, following Robbie. So Country is the first of the top 5 to come down pit road. Apparently Plan has also never heard of it, so don't feel alone anymore, Piccolo. Go ahead and take it away, bud. Piccolo, you still there?
Yep, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Our leader's pitting.
Leader coming to pit road.
Sludge on pit road also.
Awkward silence when I asked Piccolo to take over to the broadcasting here for a second.
Man, I got a freaking zoo in my house here, and everything's talking. Yapping. Birds, cats, dogs.
DK Brown is the leader now.
13 and DK Brown yet to come to pit road, but is the leader. I expect to see the 13 to push the truck as far as it can go, whether it be tires or fuel that he's running out of first, but I expect him to come down to the last one, which should be either this lap or next time by, so we're going to ride along with him as he gets ready to go to pit road.
Trav on pit road. Was this a strategy to get you a top 5 here?
No, it's not, unfortunately.
Man, Sludge is caught country. I know before the pits there. Oh, as soon as I say it, the jinx again. Spins out coming around the carousel. That's why I don't talk, see?
Yeah, but that's the exact reason you're supposed to keep talking. Makes it really exciting when the person you talk about messes up.
I was just about to say something about Robbie. I was like, no, I can't jinx him.
Looks like Robbie's coming up on lap traffic of, is that D. Smith, I believe, in the 38.
Hold on, I'm late to have it, man.
33, wrecking hard, behind the 00.
How many laps to go? We're getting asked in the chat. Get a chance there, Trav. Gotta be somewhere around, what, 10, 9? Everybody's pit for the most part, right?
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, whoever Lab Rat is. Appreciate that, but, yeah. If you guys, whichever one of you guys gets the line, just let us know lap count. Somebody was pitting.
10
How many laps?
10 laps to go out there, Lab Rat. 9 now,
9 to
sorry.
go. Oh, I can see Robbie right behind him, yep. So, Trav, you usually make it to about 5 laps to go before they
Dude,
lap
all he's got to do is hold off Robbie for 4 laps, and it's going to happen in tuition again. I don't think you're going to make 5 to go.
I'm not doing that again.
No. Puddin', we would actually like if you would try to commentate as well. I heard, though, having the internet is key.
He's going to have to go through my broadcasting school first.
Sorry, Rob, I didn't hear coming that quick. I'm gonna let you go coming out of the carousel.
I got to teach him how to jinx these trucks.
Keep going as normal, we'll do it on turn 1.
Okay.
Could you translate that for me there, Trav?
He's gonna try to pass me on turn 1.
Okay.
He's gonna pass me now. We're good.
I am very glad somebody is out there to tell us what is going on.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Breaking news, we did not bring Travis Tyson up here to be an in-race reporter to actually let us know what's going on in the race. We bring him up here just to let the world know what that Robbie was trying to say.
I didn't catch a single word of that.
So we're next to each other. I'm right behind him.
Just
I
so
didn't
you...
get any tires.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm assuming Robbie did get tires. Because he's going fast. Just so you know, Robbie out there, Plant said, regardless of what happens, Robbie has done an awesome job. He knows he's not on console anymore, but he does low-key miss his only United Kingdom mate since all my other UK friends left me when he stopped streaming.
Miss you too, bud.
Puddin said, don't put that burden on him. He does not want to jinx anybody. Picola. Egon and Tiller battling. Do you know, Travis, do you know if Egon is on the lead lap?
Yes.
Oh.
He's in 6th.
Okay, so Tiller's sitting in 7th. Does that put you in 8th?
Yes. 8th. 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 8th.
Brinkhoff said he went to the Ken Squire School of Broadcasting. That's why he knows words like behoove and a miss. I did not go to that school, and I know the word behoove. 74 and 15 both decided that there's no reason to use the track when there's perfectly good grass that's been plowed down throughout this race, as they all skipped the final corner of the bus stop.
So that can be a penalty.
I mean, penalties do come when you intentionally skip the track to go faster, but I believe that you should focus, as P2 is right on your tail trying to get by you in the carousel, as he heard me and pulls out of the way for Country Caliber, who goes around. Is that, you are good. D. Smith gets out of the way for Sludge right there behind him. Coming to 6 to go. Maybe? Six to go, so I was accurate. Something amiss on the Earnhardt car, something amiss in Brinker's brain is what I'm seeing in the YouTube land. I'm just reading their Brinker off. Don't think I was saying that. Robbie is doing a great job out here. That DWF Chevy Silverado. Trying to find some battling on track, but it's becoming difficult. The 15 has gotten by the 74 for 6th place.
RPM is in the chat asking where DK is.
DK is sitting in 4th place. He had an unfortunate spin in the carousel, and he was in 3rd at the time, but he's fallen back to 4th. But a big enough gap that nobody was able to get around him, so that's where he's sitting. Mike, thanks for tuning in. How'd you do tonight in the Summer Showdown race? Get DK a little more airtime here. Right, and there's that awkward silence because Piccola decided not to talk anymore when I stopped talking. Thanks, bud.
I mean, what you want me to say, man?
The leader has 5 laps remaining. 98 Country Caliber, there's your
the
leader.
has 5 laps remaining.
No, that's just copying at that point. Is Portal... So is Portal Guy in 5th? I'm guessing.
I have no idea. I'm assuming so.
Alright.
Sledge, who's in 3rd, is past me.
Okay, so Portal Guy should be in 5th, Tiller in 6th, Tegon in 7th, Travis in 8th, which would put D. Smith, I believe, in 9th, and Jay Kelly rounding out the drivers on the track, making the top 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for confirming that, bud. Appreciate it. Mike, no, this is not a fuel mileage race. There were 6
I think
laps.
he's talking about the summer race you asked him about, right?
Oh, it came down to a fuel mileage race. Man, that's horrible. Not surprised, but man, that stinks. Although kind of funny, where we had the same issues that they're having apparently in those Summer Showdown races, as saving fuel gets you wins, going fast does not. But I really like, I mean, this race here, Stage 3, Robbie, everybody laughed and joked throughout the years about Robbie and the Robbie gear, about how he saves fuel like no other and wins races that way and that way only. And his one win here in the GC Sports came at Dover off fuel saving. But here at Watkins Glen, he's just outright, here in Stage 3, been the fastest truck on track, and he's doing a great job. The 98 was pretty fast, had that pit road incident, but I mean, the 00 is just, he's ran an amazing race to this point.
Right. And if you don't jinx him there, I guess you don't have a jinx
Coming up
curse
on
like I
the
did.
next 2 cars are about to be a lap down, so...
That's what it's going to take as a jinx for him. He's got a big lead.
Well, the other thing, too, is that 74 has got a wide bumper tonight.
Country Caliber is actually gaining on Robbie. Looks like about 3.5 seconds behind, maybe.
I think 3.5 seconds looks like, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
On the road course, it's really tricky because the straights are so long. You know, it's not one of those like Chicago where it takes like 6 seconds for the whole straightaway. You have these are 7-8 second straightaways on some of them. So, Robbie, is that about a 3.5 second gap, and is that 2 to go?
Yeah, and yeah.
Way to go.
So yes, Piccola, that's exactly what I think the 3.5 second lead looks like.
Good call. Puddin says he taught Robbie how to run road courses.
Kind of the other way around. We've all known the foreigners tend to be really, really good at road courses. I don't know what's going on with Jay Kelly under that, but right, yeah, foreigners tend to be really good at road courses. And when I say foreign, I don't mean Canadian. I don't really count at courses.
Yeah, and Canadians are really North American.
I'd say it because Dan K was there. What?
I see Canadians are really North Americans, they're not really Canadians.
Right, yeah, they're just Northern Americans.
So, Trav, are you fighting for a position there?
Yeah, and I'm probably going to get lagged into at some point, I guarantee it.
Last lap.
You need some rogue goat in the race at the Glen, P-Color? D. Smith has taken 8th place from Travis.
Yeah, it's scary to be behind, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, with that lag, honestly, you got a good finish. You got stage points.
2 to go still, and 1 to go this time.
So you were not at 2 to go when you said yeah and yeah. So now I'm starting to question that 3.5 second.
I'm just trying to pay attention to what's going on in front of me, so.
That gap, though, if Robbie were to get loose and have any instance, I mean, not that I'm wishing that to happen.
Find you and kill you.
No, I don't mean that. What I mean by that is the 98 of Country Caliber is gaining. I believe that's about a 3-second gap now. It looks like he's gained about a half second here in the last 2 laps.
Well, my tire light just came on.
So the 00 having a good solid race, but I believe the fastest truck on track is the 98 right now, at least here in these closing laps. But without Robbie making a mistake, it's going to be too little too late for that 98 machine.
Yep, I think so. That gap's just a little too big, even if he is faster.
I think you'll find every time I talk to you, I lose time.
Ooh.
See, I knew that.
Spicy up here in the booth.
You know, a good cure for that is not to talk to me, but I don't really know how what you've been saying to me is considered talking to me. It's more like grown man grunts is all I've heard out of you this whole race.
God.
I know that you're considering those words, but all I hear is yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As
If I wasn't up here, you'd miss me anyway.
As he exits the final corner, your race winner will be the 00 of Robbie Racing, who all of a sudden can tell jokes now that he's won a race. Robbie Racing, good job there. Country Caliber now going to finish P2, and I'm thinking Sludge is going to round out your top 3.
Yes.
And DK Brown going to finish 4th here.
So those top 4 must have had a pretty big gap, because we've seen a couple spin outs there. Never
Yeah, we usually only
pressure.
do the top 3 for interviews, but I know Mike RPM's out there. He's probably going to want to hear what DK thought about the race, so I'm going to go ahead and bring the top 4 finishers up to the booth with us tonight. All right, but don't forget the official results.
Yep.
And there's a grown man grunt yet again.
Well, Trav, did you bring her home P8 there, bud?
No, I brought P9.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I forgot to change my fuel can to like 1 and didn't have enough time in front of D. Smith, and then when he got up to me with all that lag, I did not want
Put
to
some more
get-
power to you.
So I just figured once he started getting some distance on me, I didn't want to I didn't want to ruin a 9th place finish.
Calvin, I'm sorry for that front
I'll be back in a
break.
sec.
Okay.
You hear Calvin?
Yeah, he usually mutes his mic when he first joins the chat. All right, going to start off with 4th place finisher here, DK Brown. You and Sludge seem to... Wait, DK, are you on Always Laugh?
No, I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
You and Sludge seem to have some of the best battling on the track throughout that race. Sludge starting in the rear, you, of course, starting on the opposite end, starting on the pole. First off, by the way, congratulations on the pole here tonight.
So appreciate it.
So again, you and the 21 had some of the best racing. You guys went through some corners side by side that is really difficult for people to do, and you run the fastest lap of the race at a 0:01. Make sure I get that. Hold on just a second, then I'll finish that. What I was saying. Right. So I know you had some issues with lap traffic. I seen the 44 of Blaney get into you at one point when you were in second. It allowed Robbie to get through there. I know you had a hard time through the traffic, but the battling with the 21, go over that real quick.
Oh yeah, it was fun. Just wrecked 4 times in a race. You ain't gonna do nothing. Spun out 4 times that race. So. But yeah, battling with sludge there.
Yeah, I
But
don't.
I was actually just trying to let him go so we can run down the leaders. But he would mess up a turn and then I'd get back by. Then I'd mess up the next turn and he'd get back by. So, but yeah, just a bad race for wrecking 4 times. Really disappointed in that.
Yeah, I'd like to say I wasn't going to bring that up, but that looked to be the deciding factor of you getting a podium finish. Looked like in the carousel. I didn't see it. Piccola said you would spawn. I went over there, and I don't know if it was by yourself or not, but yeah, that's really unfortunate. You had, I mean, proof and point, the fastest lap of the race. You started on the pole, so you were the fastest in qualifying as well. So you had a really good, strong showing. Mike RPM was out there in YouTube land. He was interested on where you were running all night, so you had some fans out there on YouTube, just so you know. And all in all, man, good run, and always a pleasure having you on track and up here in the booth with us.
All right, man, I appreciate it, and I'll see y'all at Texas next week.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna go over to Sludge. Let's see this time if Piccola is willing to do an interview.
Nope.
All right, Sludge, third place finish after starting at the tail of the field. Great job in that number 21 machine. You entered this race 1 point behind Robbie, who unfortunately he got the win. But this should solidify you second place in points. Go over the race kind of head to tail, as I think you passed the most trucks out there tonight.
First, before I answer that question, I want to say sorry to Caliper for bumping him in the, the second last corner, and probably ruin this race because I probably win it at the end. But throughout the race, from start until last, I got off work early, or not early, late. I took my time, I think, because I'm starting back. I don't want to get in people's bubble of wrecking them or whatever. So I took my time. Stage one, I got up to probably top 5 in stage one, and then kind of get my momentum going. In stage two, try to just keep up with the leaders. But in stage two, it was just pretty much me, DK, and I going at it, just trying to pull away as far as we can because Caliper and Robbie was saving fuel. And then finished top 5 in stage 2, and then stage 3, the final stage, it was balls to the wall. Try to stay up with the top 5 trucks, and then at the end, like I said, I got collided with Caliper and pretty much ended his win and ended my win because I thought one of us or could at least try to keep up with Robbie at the end or come close, then rather than having the 5 to 6 second gap between us. And then finished with a solid 3rd or 4th, whatever.
Yeah, you came home with the podium in 3rd.
Yeah, finished 3rd. Solid night. So yeah, I have to thank my captain for this amazing setup. And then last week, situation deal. I want to apologize to everybody for that deal. I didn't mean to change the rules somewhat, or force Daddy to change the rules somewhat. But that's my fault. I just wanted to release my anger out of there.
Just real quick, I want to be clear on that. You did not force. It was an issue that had been happening since week 1. It came to head last week, and that rule really doesn't even affect a whole lot of the races, as most of the tracks you don't have to save less than 5 laps. It's actually more than 5 laps is somebody putting around the track where it causes more issues than what it's good for. Where you're going too slow and could cause issues with people running them over. That's actually where that came from. Is the accidents that were happening on track from people saving, not
Yeah,
from people losing because of it.
I'm just saying my apologies for that because I'm probably the one that actually brought it up to the chat. And I don't think I said anything about that, but
Yeah, you're
I
good.
just want to point that out.
I
And then,
appreciate that. Real quick though, just so you know, they may have been the one time in the chat, but I get a lot of private messages about that concept. So don't feel like you're the only one that had that issue.
yeah,
Go ahead and continue.
no, that's pretty much about it.
All right, man. Well, 2 weeks in a row, you seem to have a really fast truck again. This should solidify you at second place in points. A little bit bigger of a gap now than the 1 point you were behind Robbie entering. But getting now we're about, this is race 5 out of the 12 races of the regular season. So next week being the halfway mark, you're looking really good at making the playoffs, as well as top 10 at the end of the season makes the Xfinity season. Next season that will be sponsored by Puddin. So everything's looking good for you right now, and we're excited to see what else we can see out of that number 21 machine throughout the remainder of the season. So good luck, and go get them next week at Texas. Congratulations on the third place finish.
Thank you.
Good run.
Over to you, Country Caliber. 2 questions. 1, are you on Always Loud? And 2, do you have your pants on?
No, let me guess.
So you were slow with all that extra weight of having pants on. Now, Country, you looked like those closing laps, you may have had the fastest truck on track. Real quick, I just want to ask, I seen you going on pit road, and it looked like you nose dove the barrels entering pit road. Did that actually happen, or were you already on pit road? Was that the game glitch?
I mean, when I hit the barrel, like, it showed me, like, all of the pit options, like, fuel and everything, so the game had me on pit road, but it backed me up, so I had to go back down pit road, but, yeah, that kind of happened.
So you did indeed drive straight into the barrels, trying to enter. That's awesome. I was talking about your first pit stop. You took it a little bit wider and came in harder than Robbie did and made a lot of good time. I think you made about 2 seconds up just entering pit road, and you lost it all, and then some extra on the last pit stop. But, man, you were really fast out there. You won both Stage 1 and Stage 2, so you can't be too disappointed. Second place finish, of course. Battling with Robbie, DK Brown, and Sludge all night long, kind of go through the racing. And how is the action for a road course in these trucks?
Yeah, first off, Sludge didn't ruin my race. Kind of allowed Robbie to get away a little bit, but I was able to maintain with Robbie throughout that run. But I ran some laps in practice with Robbie. I knew he's going to be someone who's going to be hard to beat, so I'm not surprised that he beat me. But stage 2 had a needed some fuel, but I mainly had to save my left front because my left front would get eaten up quickly for no reason. But able to save enough fuel and win both stages, and there in stage 3 I was trying to make as much time entering pit road as I can, and went a little bit too wide, hit the barrels, and I lost maybe 4 seconds because when I came out of pit road I was maybe 6 seconds behind, but then there at the end I was maybe 2.5 behind Robbie. So had I not pulled a Denny Hamlin and chucked the win away, or I probably would have at least been able to battle him, but because I know he got slowed down in lap traffic, so I kind of threw away my shot. But.
So, just so we're clear, typically when somebody else blames themselves for ruining your chances at winning, you should have gone with that instead of, continuing to talk about the mistakes that you were making that cost you the win.
I'll do that next time.
Right. I mean, if I was you, you could have just blamed me even. It would have been fine. All in all, though, like I said, 2 stage wins, max points on the stages, and then you got all but 1 point short of a perfect night. So congratulations, Country, or however many points from first, second, couple points there. But congratulations, man. Second place finish. You can't be too awfully upset. Yeah, so headed to Texas next week. Good luck over there, and try to continue on. I believe this moves you into the top 3 in points, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm mistaken a lot.
Yeah. First off, congrats to Robbie on the win. He beat me, but kind of wish he was at Pocono in that showdown race, but oh well.
Yeah,
How was
hashtag.
your left front there at the end, Country?
Oh, it was good. It lasted longer in that third stage than it did on both first and second stage. So I just try to save my left front the best I can, and it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up that Pocono deal with Robbie. Hashtag let Robbie race. There's no reason the Europeans aren't eligible to be running in those 704 games. Right. So again, congratulations there, Country Caliber. We're gonna let you go on your way, start celebrating, take your pants back off. We're ready to get on to Robbie. But again, congratulations and good run.
Thank you, man.
Piccolo, you want to take Robbie?
Nope.
All right. Robbie Racing, are you on Always Loud? I hope so, because you were the in-race reporter the whole time. Congratulations. Win number 2 of the season. This time, no fuel saving needed. Go through that race for you, bud.
Definitely a tough race. I knew that DK, Sludge, and Caliber were going to be a issue tonight. I knew there were going to be a few lap traffic cars. That was going to be a problem, especially when I come up to the Aussie guy. G'day, mate, by the way. But Caliber, he's been a pain in my ass all night. I kept watching how far behind he was, and he definitely had a fast truck. I knew that without a doubt, and I knew he was going to be a driver for me to beat tonight. But congratulations to the top 3 drivers, Caliber, and I think it was Sludge getting 3rd place. Appreciate the shout out, by the way. But yeah, bringing home another win. This time on raw speed. It is a good feeling. I am known for my fuel saving, but we'll see how we do at Texas.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's all you wanted to say? I mean, you were shouted out by playing, shouted out by putting out there saying how you were running a great race. 2 wins for the 00 in all of GC Sports. Robbie Racing holds both of them, even though I race it 2 nights a week. Man, I can't say enough. It's really cool to have one of our foreigners join the league. Of course, I know you were about to give up the console racing on NASCAR Heat 5 because you felt like you were done wrong. You come over here, you're racing against some of the absolute best in the game, including the drivers that make the Pro League. And I'm not, in no way am I downing that they're Pro League drivers, but you come over here and you're still getting these victories. Congratulations, man. I know it means a lot to you personally and to everyone at GC Sports as well as the Heat 5 racing community. This means a lot seeing you finish up first. Congratulations, man, and definitely look forward to seeing what you can do at Texas next week.
Appreciate it. Shout out to all my supporters. Thank you very much. And we've got another win. Let's try and do it again next week.
Just so everybody at home knows, what he just said is we got another win, and he's going to try to do it again next week. Travis, over to you. Do you have any closing remarks on the race tonight?
Well, we had the same 5. We had 5 drivers leave last night. We had 5 drivers leave tonight. So we pretty much had the same rate of attrition 2 nights in a row. And I know people, having a bad night, but it's all about points, especially when people are leaving and not racing because of the showcase and showdown and everything. So there's that aspect to it. I know, I preached about not making mistakes, and I made a couple mistakes that cost me some stage points. But overall, for me, it was a solid night. It was good racing up front. The top 4 were pretty much strong all night, and then we had everybody else pretty much around each other the rest of the night. So there's distinctly 2 groups of cars at that 3rd stage, and glad to have brought it home to a 9th place finish.
All right, and over to you, Picola. Any closing remarks on tonight's race?
I don't know about closing remarks, really. Everybody pretty much touched on everything, but I'm looking forward to next week at Texas when we hopefully have closer to a full field, get some of those showdown guys back, and just can't wait. for Texas.
Yeah, actually, I want to touch on that a little bit. To the viewers at home, the last 2 nights we did have drivers from the Summer Showdown unable to participate because they had qualifying last night, practice last night, and of course tonight the race. I want to give a big shout out to all the drivers that participated in the Summer Showdown that are part here of GC Sports. Again, there was 15 out of the 24 drivers in that field were affiliated here with GC Sports. Anyways, small field. And then we still have 15, 16 trucks that start the race. So first off, that's impeccable. I know a lot of leagues that struggle just to get 15 or 16. So to see what we consider a small field to be a 15, 16 truck field is remarkable. All in all, the racing was pretty good. We've seen a little bit of track cutting. Some of that by mistake, some of that just trying to make up a little bit of time. We also seen a little bit of carnage. This is the first road course of the season here for GC Sports, as you've seen it 4 nights now, as the Sliders did it Monday and Tuesday, and Customs last night and tonight. 4 different winners, I believe. I don't think Patton. Did Patton get Tuesday and Thursday and Wednesday?
Country still here?
No, Country's gone.
No, I'm here.
Oh, he's here. Anywho,
Pat Blakey won Tuesday.
oh yeah, that's right. So we had 4 different winners in 4 nights at a road course, and again, that included people that were driving 2 nights. So, yeah, really good run all week long. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow night as the iRacing goes to Charlotte. The drivers are all making special paint schemes as it is the 4th of July weekend. And unlike here on Heat 5, the drivers on iRacing can make their own scheme. So expect to see some patriotic schemes. And we all here expect to see as many people watching it as possible. So don't forget to tune into that. And if nobody has anything else, we're going to call it a night here.
Well, we got to 13 viewers tonight, too. I want to thank all y'all for tuning in.
Yeah, with like 120 plus comments. Like, how cool is that? Gotta love those Thursdays.
Subscribers also.
Yeah, we got to 101 tonight. We got 5 new subscribers tonight alone. So, again, that's pretty cool. So, I'm glad you brought that up because I had forgotten. Right, so tune in tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. They'll be going live from Charlotte Motor Speedway in the new gen Cup cars. And Country Caliber looking for another second place finish because we know he has a hard time racking up wins. Yeah, that's going to do it here. So from everyone here at GC Sports, good night and thanks for tuning in.